So how would you describe getting started? Like how this of came to fruition?
Getting a little nostalgic here in the studio.
Tell me how this whole thing started.
All started in a little apartment in a sunny little town called Los Angeles. Getting into an industry which was raw, combative, at parts grimy, and at no point comfortable.
The way the industry is now, it's staunch in its approval of, these gross, overproduced cash grabs, while at the same time ignoring the profound art, the vanguard of new revolutionaries.
One day, I met this guy named Johnny Timberland. I'm sure you've heard of him. Well, he was getting interested in this new form of storytelling, and we really just grasped it and ran.
We were never making gay porn. We were laying the groundwork, drawing up the blueprints for a whole new vehicle of storytelling.
Pushing away from the heteronormative structure that was present within the industry and more towards a homosexual narrative, which proved to be exhilarating and also deeply explorative. Yeah.
I hate it when people refer to me as a gay porn snub, a gay porn director. I make art. I make adult films. I make art films. For a long time, we were working as, sound engineers in typical straight adult films that were getting a lot of attention. Just day in and day out, long hours, it was grueling.
It was far from trivial. At times, it felt suffocating.
We knew that there was more to us than that, and we said, we gotta start from scratch. It was like punk rock, It was just like this counterculture zeitgeist that we were just kind of following, and we didn't know where it would lead, and I'm glad we followed it.
We realized there was so much joy to be received from working in the industry.
Of course, we took off for New England. We thought that would be a very inspired place to start a production, start the writing, start the scouting for actors.
When you were starting out and kind of trying to gain a foothold in this small yet pre-established community, how did you gain connections in this industry that you follow?
Yes, yeah, that's a good question, because that's what's really going to propel the younger filmmakers forward. To know where to go, I just want to hold a little bit of space with that. So I'm just grasping the idea. Well, let me answer it. We went to strip clubs at first.
In terms of logistics, you gotta find people who really care.
But we found a lot more compelling characters at small haunts, such as Buffalo Wild Wings, Starbucks, And these places were very important in the industry, my friend. You know what we found soon enough? That males within the adult film industry were just much more inspired than their female counterparts. We said, scrap that original heterocentric plan, and there was going to be no more women in our films. From there on, we were on our way.
I hear about this man, Cephalus, how you worked with him very early on. Just a runner, first question.
Yeah.
Where did you find him? Did you care to?
It's a tricky subject.
Yeah.
We were doing our normal scout locations. We were going to Long John Silver's and the Tim Hortons and of course Chick-fil-A. But Cephalus, he was the only one eating in an Arby's. And he was eating the half-pound beef and cheddar. And we thought, wow, I've never even seen that on the menu. I've never even been drawn to that. And that's when we knew we had to walk up to this guy.
The guy was a visionary.
He just had this spark, from the get-go.
He knew how to communicate emotion, raw emotion. He knew how to put on the silver screen the emotion that we face in our lives.
He was more than just an actor. He was more than an artist.
His grasp of male anatomy, just, I mean, that was what the industry needed. That was what defined the industry.
But, you know, you just gotta watch the tape back and see what it was about his physique, his movement, and how he made us appreciate why he felt a certain way. But not just feel a certain way, how he orgasmed a certain way, how he
It's okay. You can take a break. So, Cephalus, what did he mean to that first production?
Damn near everything. I don't really like to make many comments on the Cephalus years. We've put a foot in the door of the industry, and everything that's happened since then has been chaotic.
you know, live and let die, fuck and let come.
It's hard for me to even think about it now.
Hi, buddy. Hey, how are you? Get in here, get in here. So what do you do for Jack and Bruce?
I'm an editor.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Don't ask to offer.
Close up, close up.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's just commercialist slop at this point.
Probably like the last cult film to ever be made.